Hey, we back with a new video. So this is kind of like a semi what I eat in a day, but y'all saw in the first part of the video that was some peanut butter oatmeal and some orange juice. So that's what I had for breakfast, right? Now with this with low key, like when I was doing chest, I had enough carbs, right? But I realized that I didn't have enough carbs for my back exercises. So I gotta make sure that I'm eating enough carbs because that was a heavy breakfast that I had. So I thought that I was gonna have enough carbs in my system to be able to complete the lift. But I ended up not having enough carbs for my back exercises. Now with that bench press, remember we said that 145 we were doing 145 and that was a 1 rep max, and we were wondering why we couldn't see any progress on it. So we did 140 for 3, which is good because we progressive overloaded from the 135, and then we're gonna keep progressive overloading. And then with the dips, we ended up doing 90 pounds for 3 reps. So we got that, well, yeah, 3 reps, but it was questionable depth, to be honest. But we still gonna count it as 3 reps. So we repped that out, 90 pounds, right? So that's crazy. Like I said, I wanted to be able to do 90 pounds on the dips. We ended up hitting 90 pounds for 3 today, which is a good accomplishment for us. Incline bench, eventually we gonna be able to incline 135 for some reps. Y'all gonna see. Yeah. So next session that I have, I definitely need to eat more carbs. So if y'all don't know, you should be eating 50 to 100 grams of carbs before you go to the gym, so you have enough energy. Anyways, I'm tracking all my macros, but right now what we about to have for dinner is some rice and some chicken with probably a protein shake or something like that. But anyways, we warming up to 275 right here. 275, I mean, it was all right. We got it for 2 reps, but we needed to be able to do that for 3 reps. But it's okay because obviously it's deadlift. But yeah, so we gonna deadlift 315 eventually, like I said. But obviously he didn't walk through the camera. But one thing I hate is when I'm recording and I go back to look at the footage when I'm done recording and people not looking where they're going. Like, that pisses me off because you messing up my footage that I'm trying to post. But that was like a little rant. But that's one thing that really pisses me off. And especially if you see the camera and you just walk straight through it. Like, are we serious? But anyways, with this T-bar row, like I said, like most of my back exercises after the deadlift, because deadlift, you're using like mostly all your muscles, because you're using your back and your legs. Not really all your muscles, but those are major muscle groups. So that had basically used up all my carbs after I finished doing that. So I was kind of weaker on all my back movements, the rest of my back movements. But I was like, let me do the lat pull down today to do something different. But we're grinding we're grinding our pull-ups. So eventually I want to be able to pull up with a 45-pound plate. So I think we do like 35 or 30, around there. I had overshot with this rear delt fly. I did 175. I wasn't supposed to do that because I thought I was going to be able to get it, because last session I was doing 170 pounds, but we weren't able to get it. So probably next arm day that I have when I do this exercise, I'm going to be able to get it for at least 3 reps. But the amount of progress that I've been seeing with all my lifts is crazy. Like, people always overcomplicate stuff like that, and it's really not hard. All you really got to do is just eat, sleep, that's basically it, to be honest, and progressive overload. if y'all don't know what progressive overloading is, it's adding 2.5 or upping the weight to your next session or next exercise that you do when you have your next session. This pump was pretty good, but the only thing that pissed me off was I didn't have enough carbohydrates in my system for my back exercises. So it was a midday. It wasn't too bad, but I'm about to go eat this rice and chicken, and it's finna be good. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video tomorrow.